Well, hello, welcome in. Good morning. It is so good to see you. Welcome to my very first premiere. So I'll have to admit, I'm very excited and nervous at the same time, but I think it's so fitting with this Lionsgate portal that we are celebrating today. This is the day that we seem to summon up a little bit of extra courage, a little bit more inspiration, motivation, energy to go after what our heart truly desires, right? And it helps us to step out of our comfort zone. This Lionsgate portal, especially over the last few days, you may have gotten better insight, clarity about what's really holding you back. What fear, what limiting belief is holding you back from going after what it is that you really and truly want. And I'll have to be very honest. I'll share that for some time, I have been wanting to step more into doing premieres on here and live events, and I just haven't had the courage. And I thought, how appropriate with this Lionsgate portal. This is the perfect time to step out of my comfort zone and to be a little bit more vulnerable and to highlight here and hopefully maybe inspire some of you to also take some brave action today. I'll have to admit, what I'm trying to do is get to the point where I can do a live event. I don't know why it's just so scary for me, right? But to do a live event, but I think this is a good baby step, right, in that direction. Ask yourself today, what baby step can you take to go towards a bigger, perhaps goal or dream that you would like to manifest or acquire in your life? Today's a great day to take a baby step. All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to start with Leo. Happy birthday again, Leo. We're going to start with Leo and go through all 12 of the zodiac signs. And what I'm going to do is pull cards. What do you need to know today on this Lionsgate portal? How is the universe cheering you on to allow yourself to step out of your comfort zone and take some action step today towards what it is that your heart truly desires? Remember, your lion's heart is calling you to have the courage to go through a little bit of face of fear, right? Allow yourself to move in the direction of what your heart truly desires. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Leo, and all the other zodiac signs will be in the description box below. I really suggest that you watch not just your sun sign, but also your rising, your moon sign, and for some of you, you may even want to watch your Venus sign. All right, so let's jump into it. Okay, Leo, let's see what we have here for you. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, there is the energy that you are wanting a companion on your path. Now, it could be a romantic companion. It could be a new fur friend, right? A fur baby. It could also be the energy of wanting like a business partner or just somebody to join you on your path that is like-minded, right? Shares the same types of values that you have, has similar dreams and goals. It's somebody that is emotionally supportive to you, also perhaps mentally supportive, and maybe even financially supportive of what it is that you are wanting to go after in this lifetime. It could even be wanting an investor, right? It could be an institution. Perhaps you're even looking for an institution to be a companion, right? And to help you move in towards your dreams. But here's the thing. Okay, even though you have this deep knowing that this is the direction that you want to go in, part of you knows, and what's blocking you, because you have the Two of Swords, is knowing that you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to go after what it is that you truly want, right? This companionship is something that I think you really want, but at the same time, you know you're going to have to sacrifice, give something else up in order to make room for this companion and what that companion can lead you to. So if it's a romantic companion, then it could lead to perhaps a committed relationship, building a family together, right? Maybe even traveling the world together, having adventures together. If it's a business partner, right, then you're committing to somebody else that you are also going to be in the business with them, right? So part of this is understanding that when you commit, when you want another person in your life to join you on your path, it means that you're also sacrificing something out of your time, your energy, your resources, your love, whatever it is, in order to be part of that companionship. Now, here's the thing, Leo. Sometimes we stay in an energy of, I'm just going to stay by myself, right? Because that means that we're not having to commit to somebody else. That is part of the sacrifice of having somebody else on your path. And it could be that you're allowing yourself to not really have this beautiful experience of having a companion, of enriching your life, right? It's not going to complete your life. You're looking for someone to enrich your life, to make it have a deeper connection, to have somebody else on your path to experience your journey with. And I think that that is the hard part sometimes, right? It's because we also realize that when we commit to somebody else, it means that their dreams, their goals, their wishes, their desires also are kind of linked to ours. We're not in charge of them helping them meet their goals and dreams, right? But when we're wanting someone to give us emotional, perhaps mental, or even spiritual or physical, financial companionship, right? Then it means that we have to reciprocate that. And sometimes we're kind of like, I can hardly do what I have already on my plate. How can I help somebody else? And therefore we get kind of stuck in this energy of being by ourselves. I think with this Lionsgate portal, you're understanding that by having somebody else on your path, whether it is a romantic person, a business partner, or even, an institution that you're borrowing money from that will help you to go more towards what it is that you want as far as enriching your life. That when you allow yourself to see what you can gain by having somebody else on your path, it is worth the sacrifice of perhaps giving up a little bit of your time, your energy, or your resources, right? Because you're getting you're bringing in so much more sweetness into your life. Yeah, kind of a powerful message of asking yourself, why have you not allowed yourself to open up to a partner in some way, in some area of your life? Why have you not allowed yourself to do that? And when you're really honest with yourself, then also kind of balancing that out with, what will I receive because of that? Yeah, that's a powerful message. I'll have to say I'm kind of resonating with that myself. I have a Leo rising, and I can see how I personally, right, hold back from partnering sometimes because as a Gemini sun, I think, oh, I can do it so much faster myself or whatever. But when we don't have a partner, we also don't have somebody that can share the anxieties, the excitement, the celebrations, right? It's kind of like having somebody else on our path really does help us to enrich our life. We don't feel always so quite alone on our journey. We have somebody to share it with. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, Leo, you go have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now. All right, we are going to move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo, let's see what we have here for you. Your last reading had that you were kind of like wanting to go in a new direction. You had kind of like decided that something was just really not working out for you. Yeah, so you have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is that energy of sleepless nights, being fearful, understanding that, the anxiety, the fears are almost like encompassing your head because the swords is the air energies, your ego, your mind is really playing in preventing you from making the changes that you may need to make at this time, right? So let's see what we have here. We have courage, we have happy, right? And then realignment. I love this card. This is kind of like what came out in your last reading. It says, feel the ebb and flow of life, right? So realignment is really about getting out of your head as much as you possibly can, right? Because when we're in our head, we're making decisions based on fear and not based on love. There's only love and fear. So if you can look at the situation that you're in, right? Whether it's a relationship or a career. And lately for you, it's been more career. But whatever it is, it's about taking a look at the relationship, having the courage to take a look at the relationship, the situation, the career, whatever you're dealing with love instead of fear. It's actually going to take some courage, I think, for you to be able to do this. Because when you look at it, I think what you're going to realize is that you're keeping yourself small by allowing your fears to prevent you from taking those courageous steps to go towards what your happy is. This is you also allowing yourself to have the courage to get out of your head and ask your heart, what do you really want out of life, right? What direction do you want to go in? For some of you, you may with this Lionsgate portal be saying, I want to wipe the slate clean and start all over, right? Whatever it is, it's about what is it that I really and truly want? This is the 10 of Cups. So what do you really want? And knowing that you deserve it, right? Having the courage to say, you know what? I really deserve this. And even if I have to take a little bit of risk, and I know I have a Virgo North node, so I'm kind of a little bit risk adverse. So it's energy here of having courage to say, you know what? I know I have the intelligence, the creativity, the love, the drive, the ability to focus and work hard, because you do, Virgo, right? You have all the tools. You have all the insight, all the wisdom that you need. You do not have to worry that you need something else before you can take this courageous step. You have everything that you need. And so this is you just stepping into that energy of aligning, right? Because you have realignment. I feel like for some of you, you may have kind of like gone down a little bit of a detour here, okay? Because you made some decision, and that decision was based more on fear than on love. You were trying to keep yourself safe. This is the energy of saying, I am safe. I know I can provide for myself. I know the universe will give me everything that I need as I make changes in my life. This is you stepping into your energy of saying, yeah, this is the strength card, right? This is the Leo energy. Here we are in the Lionsgate. This is like, there's no better time than now to take that courageous step and go after what your heart truly desires. Even if your ego is trying to keep you safe and say, no, that's too risky, right? It's allowing yourself to say, I can do this, and I'm going to take that baby step today. I'm going to take some action today in order to go towards what it is that my heart truly desires. All right, Virgo, you know what? Put it out to the universe. I'd love to hear. Put in the comments below what baby step you're going to take today that is going to help you to start stepping out of your comfort zone and going towards what your heart truly desires. All right, Virgo, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now. All right, Libra, welcome in. It is so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Okay, so let's take a look. What is this Lionsgate portal bringing in for you? Oh my goodness, lovely. Okay, so you have something that you are really trying to bring in, okay? Co-create. So this is perhaps a person to co-create with, right? So that could be a business partner. It could be a romantic partner. It could be a good friend. There's this energy where you don't want to be on this path by yourself. And you've had that energy a little bit in your readings lately, right? So it's also the number 40. 4 plus 0 equals 4. And 4 is all about happy family, happy home, stability, financial success, right? The 4 sectors of your life are strong and have a good foundation, and you are ready to celebrate life. This is you finding balance in all areas of your life. You know, it's not all about career. It's not all about play, right? You have time for things that you want to do. You also have time to enjoy experiences with other people. And I feel like this is part of you wanting to have that balance in all areas of your life, but also knowing that when you do have that balance, when you do have special people on your path with you, that you are going to be more in alignment with what your heart truly desires. The Nine of Cups. This is the energy of putting it out to the universe on this beautiful day and saying, this is what I truly desire. If it's a new romantic partner, if it's a business partner, if it's new friends to have activities with, to do activities with, or to travel with, it's allowing yourself to step into that energy of saying, this is what I really want. This is where I am willing to put my time and energy. I'm willing to allow myself to step out of my comfort zone, right? And join that new club. Right? Or call that person up that I've been thinking about, but I haven't had the courage to call up and ask them out, right? This is putting it out there that you're looking for a business partner. Or if there's somebody that you have been thinking about starting a business with, putting it out there. Okay, what do we have to do to get the ball rolling? This is you taking some action on this beautiful day. And I feel as if you do have this energy today of guidance, right? Listen to your intuition. You also have co-create, which is very intuitive. Listening to your intuition, having the courage to have hope that you can acquire what it is. You can manifest what it is that you truly want. If we don't believe, if we don't have hope that we can acquire something, then there's really no reason to even take that first step. The part of the first step is being able to say, I believe in myself. I believe in the universe. I know I deserve to go after what it is what I want, right? And I am willing to say, yes, I am hopeful. I know that this is going to happen, and I'm willing to take those first initial steps today, right here on the Lionsgate portal, right? So in the comments below, I really encourage you, what major step would you like to take today? And it can be a baby step, just like for me, I'm taking a baby step, doing a premiere here, right? Taking that baby step, asking yourself, okay, if I take this baby step, then the hardest part is behind us, right? That first step is always the hardest. Once we take that first step and we realize, okay, the world's not going to fall apart because I took this one little baby step, it gives us a little bit more courage and confidence to take another step. And that's all you have to think about is do not think about all the steps you have to take. Just take one step at a time. Just concentrate on taking that first step. And after you take the first step, then start concentrating and focusing on taking the second step. And before you know it, you'll be out the door and going towards what your heart truly desires. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again really soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now. All right, Scorpio, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Let's see what we have for you on this Lionsgate portal. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. This is beautiful. All right. So here's the thing, Scorpio, is that today you are being asked to have the courage, because the Lionsgate portal is all about courage. Having the courage to drop the burden of the past, of trying to perhaps fix something from the past, or see something from the past in a new way. Or I'm going to even say this is almost this burden of trying to heal something from the past. You know, sometimes we can get almost overstuck in trying to heal something. We always feel like, well, I got to heal it more. I have to heal it more before I move forward, right? We could have had that difficult divorce, or you could have had, you know, a hard illness, you know, that really set you back. And it's kind of like we get into the energy of kind of identifying ourselves with that difficulty. This is the energy of allowing yourself to have the courage to drop the identity that may be associated with something that was difficult in the past. This is allowing yourself to see yourself in a new way. This is the energy of identifying yourself in a new way. So for instance, when I first got divorced, it was kind of traumatic, right? And then all of a sudden, I was having to identify myself as a divorced woman, right? For so long. And finally, you get to the healed point where you're no longer divorced. Now I see myself as single, right? There's a difference in those in the connotation of those words. Divorced implies that something is difficult in the past, right? That you're still kind of like dealing with some type of burden or a difficulty that you've encountered. Single has this more connotation of freedom, of being able to explore the world on your own, right? And that is, I feel like, part of what you are experiencing today. No matter what sector your difficulty is in, it's allowing yourself to re-identify yourself. Tell yourself a new story. A story that has a positive connotation moving forward, right? I love that energy. And part of it is that you have to allow yourself to trust, and you have a journey. Your life is a sacred gift. Yeah. Trust that the hardness of something is over. It's okay to drop that burden, and it's okay to embrace the energy of something new in your life. And I love that. The trust says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Yeah. I think part of you is kind of like allowing yourself to say, I can't change. This could be wanting to change somebody or wishing somebody would change or a situation would change. This is allowing yourself to say, to give it up to your spirit guides and angels and say, I trust you. I trust you to help this situation heal, but I'm no longer going to carry the burden of it. Because by allowing yourself to cut yourself, I feel like that's an anchor, right? They're showing me an anchor. It's like I'm cutting off the anchor. I'm allowing myself to be free of it so I can journey into a new chapter and no longer be held back by something that has occurred in the past, right? That still is somehow creating an identity or a story around who I am. I'm allowing myself to leave that in the past and creating a new identity, creating a new story for myself. It doesn't mean that the past didn't happen, right? It happened. It was difficult, but you're also closing out that energy by saying, I no longer identify as a victim or, as part of a difficult situation. Instead, I'm allowing myself to identify for something that is freer, more open, adventurous, right? I love this energy for you, Scorpio. So I'll leave it there. I wish you a wonderful day. And, think about how you can, I think the biggest thing here is how can you re-identify yourself? How can you allow yourself? What is that new story you want to tell about yourself, right? Or what is that new identity? Just when I allowed myself to drop the label, if you will, of divorced person to single woman, right? What shift can you make today to help your mind understand I am in a new chapter and I'm embracing this with enthusiasm? All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. All right, let's take a look. Sagittarius, how are you, Sag? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, okay, so this is a beautiful energy. Your reading that I put up for you yesterday, actually, was just gorgeous. I think you had one of the most positive readings. There is this energy where you are stepping into embracing your independence, your financial stability, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is having more money than you need so that you can spend some money on traveling or some of those extra things that you would really like to have. It's also an energy of exploring, of adventure, right? Of enjoying life. The Nine of Pentacles is the energy of coming out of a situation where you may have felt like you weren't making enough money, you weren't celebrated enough, you weren't cherished, appreciated, whatever it may have been. This is the energy of, hey, I'm feeling really good, right? Everything's kind of falling into place. You may not be exactly where you want to be, but I think you're recognizing at this time that you have come quite far on your journey. And part of this is that I think today, one of the things that Spirit is asking you to do is to really recognize how far you have come. And now kind of like asking yourself, how can I share part of the wisdom, the success, the happiness, the joy that I have in my life with somebody else? Because with this single lady card, okay, this is the single lady card, and gender doesn't matter, but it is the energy of you've gotten your life together. But I think that there's also this energy of, you see how the little blue bird is there, of wanting to share it with somebody else. And that is kind of like where you are, stepping into your divine feminine energy, right? Or allowing yourself to open your heart to be more receiving of love in your life, whether that's with a romantic partner, a good friend, right? New friendships in your life, or perhaps new co-workers or people just in general in your life. You have this offer here in order to go from being more maybe solitary, okay, I'll say it that way, right? Individual, solitary, single, in whatever capacity. It doesn't have to be just in love, right? You could be working on your own. You could be, living by yourself, or feel like you just don't have a lot of friends in your life. And that is what is opening up for you. And I love this. You have wisdom. Remember. Okay. So with this, I'm getting the message that what they really want you to do is to kind of like allow yourself to maybe take some time today or over the next couple of days to really recognize all of the hard work that you have done, and maybe even recognize all the people that have helped you on your path, no matter what small part they have played. Because by allowing yourself to be grateful and appreciate the help that you have gotten on your path, and even with your spirit guides, your angels, your animal spirits, right, with the blue bird there, your fur babies, it's allowing yourself to really kind of even have this softer, more receiving energy. The divine feminine energy is a beautiful energy of being in the mindset, the open-heartedness of allowing new people, new situations, new offers to come in, because you are in the receiving energy. The divine feminine is receiving, okay? So I love this energy. Part of it is about really allowing yourself to spend some time being grateful for everything that has already occurred on your path. And then also knowing that there is so much more ahead that is still coming towards you. All right, Sagittarius, wow, powerful energy for you. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now. All right, we are going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, how are you? It is so good to see you. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so there's some type of situation or relationship in your life that is perhaps making you feel kind of like rejected, orphaned, and not cherished, not loved, not appreciated for what you are giving to this relationship or situation, right? So this could be at work where you're working really hard, but maybe you're not being compensated for the level of work that you are doing. Or perhaps you are being compensated, but your boss, it doesn't recognize, always wants more out of you, right? The same thing in a relationship. You could be giving a lot to a relationship, but feeling like you're not being appreciated for what you are giving in the situation. And so with this Lionsgate portal, I think that you are getting clarity about how draining this is to your energy, right? We can overgive in certain situations and relationships for a short time, but the longer that that outpouring of our time, our talent, our gifts, our love, our resources, the more that we give out and the less that we get back in, it depletes us to the point where we don't have the energy to give anymore. It's almost like, I feel like you're at that point. You're at a breaking point. And with this Lionsgate portal, what you're being asked to understand is that it's time to love yourself enough to say, this situation is not working for me. It's time for me to have the courage to move in a different direction. I think maybe for some of you, you have been in this situation so long, whether it's a relationship or a job, right? You've been in this situation so long, you've overgiven for so long. It's almost as if you feel like if you change direction now, you're giving up so much, right? It's kind of like, but I put so much time and energy into this. Or maybe it's a project or a business that you have been wanting to start or you have started, and it just is not bringing you the amount of success that you are wanting. But here's the thing. It's about having the courage to say, I have learned a lot about myself on this journey. You're not like leaving. I feel like you have this energy of, but I'm leaving so much on the table. If I go in a new direction, right, I'm leaving so much on the table. Okay, so I only went to, what do you call it, casino one time, okay? It was a smaller casino. It wasn't like in Las Vegas or anything like that. And I was only playing the slot machines, and I'm not a gambler, okay? And I'm not condoning gambling, but I saw how some people can really get into the slot machines or into anything like that, right? Because I went in and literally, I'm so cheap. I think I only took like $20 and I only played the slot machines, right? And this was a very long time ago, so I don't know, you know, but I was putting in the coins, right? And I told myself, when the $20 is gone, you're done, right? So I was putting in the coins, and I could see, I had a friend that was with me, and she was putting in coins, and she had said the same thing, you know, I'm not wasting money here, you know? And so when you get to the point where you're putting some in and you get a little bit back, right? You're like, oh, okay, now I can play longer, right? Because you're getting some of your money back. But then you get to the point where it's kind of like, well, it's got to hit, right? You get to the end of your $20 and you're like, but it hasn't hit in a while. It's got to hit. Like, I can see why people are like, oh, give me another $20 worth of coins, right? I feel like you're in a situation where you've kind of done that. Like, you're at the slot machine and you're putting in coins, right? And you get something back, but it's not nearly enough to stay in the game, right? You're not getting back all that you're putting into the machine, but enough to kind of like stay in the game for a little bit longer. Now you're out of your $20. It's that type of energy. Or you may have a couple of coins left and you're like, you know what? Instead of putting these coins back in here, I'm going to go cash these out and go buy myself dinner, right? It's that type of energy where you're kind of like, but I have so much in the slot machine. I know it's got to hit at some point. And that's where you are. But this is the understanding, right? You have non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. This is the energy of understanding that this slot machine, this person, this situation is only taking from you. They're giving you enough breadcrumbs or enough coins to stay in the game for a little bit. But it's also asking yourself, how much more depleted do I want to be? Because once you get to a certain point where you're so depleted that you have nothing left in order, right? Nothing left as far as time, energy, resources to go in a new direction, then what? Right? When all of your coins are in that slot machine, it's kind of like, now what? I got nothing. And I think before you get to the point where you have nothing, I think that's what you're sitting here. You're saying, I love myself enough. I'm ready to go in a new direction. And this is a beautiful message of knowing that when you allow yourself to detach from this slot machine, right? When you allow yourself to detach from the slot machine and go out, right? And maybe go see a show or go get some dinner or meet some other people, right? Your life is going to be so much richer. But if you stay sitting at that slot machine and keep putting in the coins, right? Hoping that something's going to change, you know that those slot machines are not going to pay out the way that you're hoping. It's time to allow yourself to enjoy some of the other adventures in life, some of the other things that are around you that maybe for one reason or another, you feel like, but I have to stay at the slot machine. You know, it's a little bit like, I remember there's this woman there that just kept putting in the money. And it was kind of like, if, you know, she didn't want to get up because she didn't want somebody to come in and take her seat, put a coin in and get the big pot, right? And it is a little bit of that energy of understanding. Yeah, it's time to go in a new direction, Capricorn. You know it. It's time to go in a new direction. Before you had absolutely nothing. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Use this Lionsgate portal to take that first baby step towards going towards a new path for yourself. All right, bye for now. Much love and light. Okay, so let's see, Aquarius. How are you? How is your day going so far? I hope it's going wonderful. All right. Oh my goodness. You know, I put your reading up the other day, actually yesterday, and you had, I think, these same two cards, the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you're having an offer from perhaps a business partner or a romantic partner. You know, the Lovers card can be a business partner or it can be a romantic, somebody that is really near and dear to your heart, right? And you have generosity and acceptance. This is kind of like getting an offer to be business partners or getting an offer for, you know, a date or to take a relationship to the next level. And this is you having the courage in order to accept this beautiful offer. Yeah, you know, this would be like maybe, you know, somebody new asks you out for dinner or something like that. And you're kind of like, well, I don't know, you know, or whatever, you know. This is the energy of putting a smile on your face. You see how she has like this beautiful smiling face, right? It's kind of like, put a smile on your face. Accept it with grace. Accept whatever offer is coming your way, especially this week. Accepting this offer with a lot of grace and knowing that it is, because the Ace of Pentacles a lot of times is a gift from the universe. Asking yourself, would I want somebody to, you know, would I want to give a gift to somebody else and then have it kind of rejected? This is the energy of saying, the universe is bringing me a gift, whether it's a gift for a date, a gift for a business project, right? A gift for something new that's going to be near and dear to your heart. Don't dismiss it. Don't downplay it. Accept it. Accept it with gratitude. Accept it with grace. Accept it with enthusiasm. I think that is what is going to take a little bit of courage. Instead of downplaying it, say, I would love to accept this offer. I love this energy for you, Aquarius. You really and truly do deserve this, because I know your readings lately have been, you know, a little bit difficult trying to step into something new. This is the beginning of something new. You take that Ace of Pentacles, you nurture it, and it will turn into the Ten of Pentacles for you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again really soon. A much love and light to you. Bye for now. All right, we are moving on to Pisces. Pisces, how are you? It is so good to see you. Let's see what we have. Woo, you have the Awakening card. You are taking action. You have the Divine Masculine, the Yang energy here. Taking action to bring something into balance that is not in imbalance, right? With the Awakening, I feel like you have been a little bit asleep for a while. And when I say asleep, I don't mean necessarily sleeping, right? But you kind of turned an eye and have not looked clearly at a certain situation. With this Lionsgate portal, you are getting some clarity, some awakening. You're understanding, wait a minute, I've been asleep at the switch, you know. This could be, for some of you, that you haven't perhaps been allowing yourself to be more diligent with your spending, okay, or looking at your finances. Or this could be perhaps a health situation that you've just been kind of like shoving under the rug. It could be with a relationship where you know something's going on, but you haven't asked those questions, right? You can tell somebody's energy has changed, but you haven't really done the deep dive trying to figure out what's going on there. It could be even at work, where you're intuitively, because you're so intuitive, right? Understanding something has shifted, but you're not really sure what. And that is what's causing this a little bit of sense of imbalance in your life. And this is an awakening. I feel like with this Lionsgate portal, you're seeing, I need to take action on this. I can't just sit back and sleep and hope everything's going to be okay in the morning, right? A little bit of, you know, Scarlett O'Hara, things will look better tomorrow. You know, tomorrow is always another day. It's the energy of, no, I can't let it go till tomorrow. Today is the day to take action. And so if you're seeing this today on the Lionsgate portal, this is the energy of taking action today in order to move to having more balance in your life. You know, it's a little bit about taking the blinders off of your eyes, right? And seeing something clearly for what it is and allowing yourself to take action. All right, Pisces. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what this may be. If you're willing to share, put it in the comments. We'll give you the emotional support that you may need in order to take action on this situation today. So I'm sending you much love and hugs, and I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. All right, let's see, Aries. How are you, Aries? You have had some incredible readings lately. I put a new one up for you yesterday. This is a beautiful energy. Okay, so you have nurturance and you have deepening. Yeah, so you have had this energy of passion in your life, a romantic energy here. And I think with the Lionsgate portal, if you don't have either a project that you're passionate about or a person that you are passionate about, I feel like around this Lionsgate, you are going to have this energy of getting inspired or meeting somebody new, right? The Ace of Wands is the energy of being inspired, right? Getting all passionate, all fiery about something, whether it's a project, a relationship, a situation in your life, a new business, moving somewhere new, right? It's kind of like, yes, I've got to go for this. This is the beginning of something new that you are truly excited about. And one of the things that they, you know, Spirit is coming in and saying is that this is something that when you allow yourself to really nurture it, it is going to go the distance. It is going to be that special something that you have been waiting for. That special romantic relationship, that special job, that special career, the special business that you are wanting, a special new place that you are wanting to go to. But it does take courage. It does take courage. It's kind of like you may get an idea today, you may get an invitation to something, or you may get inspired to invite somebody else out. You know, this is the energy of, yeah, there's something here. Even if it's just a little spark. A spark turns into fire when you allow yourself to put your time, your energy, yourself into this situation or relationship. And it's also kind of the energy, you know, I don't know why this Ace of Swords is here too. So I just noticed that. I think you're getting clarity that this is what is going to help you to rise out of the ashes, right, of something that ended in the past that was difficult. A difficult ending is over, and you're allowing yourself to have victory over the healing process, seeing clearly that it's time to create some new passions in your life, a new romance after a difficult ending in a past relationship, a new job, a new career, a new business, a new home, a new city, whatever it is, maybe all of the above, right? And it's time. for you to be the Phoenix rising. It's time for you to say, I'm back in the game of life, of love, of joy again. Oh, I love that. Aries. I have the Aries moon. And yeah, that's getting me kind of excited. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. I do hope that you have powerful energy today, finding that clarity, taking action towards what your heart truly desires. I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have for you today on this beautiful Lionsgate portal. Okay, I feel like you're seeing clearly. You have the Queen of Swords, okay? So let's put it this way. You're seeing clearly some kind of conflict, chaos in your life that is kind of a distraction to where it is that you want to go, right? It's almost kind of like the Queen of Swords. Think of the Queen of Swords. She knows where she's going and she uses that sword to cut out any distractions, right? That are going to prevent her from being successful at what it is that she wants. I think with this Lionsgate portal, you're understanding whatever this is. Is this a person? Is this a situation? Is it doesn't even have to be related to where it is that you want to go, right? You could be wanting to create your own business, and then you have all of this conflict going on in your neighborhood or in a family situation that's draining you of your time and your energy. This is you saying, hey, wait a minute. This is preventing me from what I want. And it's time to take the sword and say, okay, I'm done with that, right? I'm either going to pull my energy completely back from the situation or relationship, or I am literally going to say, I'm done with that situation or relationship, right? So there's this clarity and understanding. Yeah, you have right now compassion. It is time for you to have compassion for this person or this situation, but I feel like you've been overly compassionate to that situation and not having enough compassion for yourself. It's about giving yourself the love, right, in order to go where it is that you want to go, to taking that big step of being the Queen of Swords and saying, yes, I'm taking my sword and I'm cutting out that time, that energy that is draining me, okay, so that I don't have the time and energy to go towards what I want. Or for some of you, it could be financially, right? You could have, say you have an adult child that constantly is asking for financial help, and it's kind of like understanding that the more money that you give to that person, right, even though you have a lot of compassion for them, they're your child or a family member, right, that the more money that goes that way, right, gives you less money to invest in your new business or in your retirement. It's understanding, okay, I have compassion for you, but at the same time, I can no longer support you because it's draining me of my own financial resources to go after what it is that I want. And you have the right now card. I feel like this is something you're taking action on today, or at least this week, seeing clearly how this is really draining you, like almost like really sitting with yourself and understanding, no, wait a minute, this is really holding me back and I have to deal with this situation so I can go in this other direction. It could even be a health issue, okay, that you are having, right? And it's kind of like you're concerned about the health issue without like going to the doctor and figuring out what is going on. Could be draining you mentally or emotionally, being worried about what it is, what is wrong, instead of going to the doctor, dealing with it, and then getting on track, going towards what it is that you really and truly want. Yeah, it's time to take action, whatever this is, Taurus, and it's going to work out in your favor. It really and truly is, because it is the Lionsgate portal. It helps us to see what is holding us back so that we can go in the direction that our heart truly desires. So I'm sending you much love and hugs. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now. All right, Gemini, let's see what is going on for you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I feel like there is this energy here. Wow. And I'm a Gemini sun, so I'm excited. I think that you've been really patient for a very long time. Okay, we have a Temperance energy, Sagittarian energy, which is your opposite sign, right? And I feel like you've been trying to bring in this sense of balance in your life, perhaps for some time. And maybe you're still working on this, and this is important. Having balance in your life, right? Allowing yourself to let go of some things so that you can make room for new things. And then you have sanctuary, connect to your inner strength. I think that for Gemini, I think part of this is that understanding that you have been put in a protective bubble. And this could be, I'm going to say this could be almost for like the last year. If some of you feel kind of like stuck, like you've just been working on the same stuff, trying to getting balanced out in your life, paying off debt, taking care of things in your house, right? Or, relationships, whatever it is. This is the energy of putting a lot of time into, decluttering your house, taking care of, some of those things that we don't really want to take care of, but they're kind of like essentials. Like, I don't know, like, financial papers, your will, your investments, like really and truly talking to your financial advisor about, what's the path for retirement, right? For some of you, this could be a health thing, trying to, really figure out what is going on here, if you're having some type of a health issue or you haven't been to the doctor in a while, taking the time to kind of like get yourself situated. And I feel like the universe is kind of like put you in this little bit of a bubble. And there's a little bit of Taurus Saturn energy here of saying, okay, Gemini, you got to get in balance, right? You got to have that strong foundation. And it's almost like you're not going anywhere until you eat your vegetables. This is, when your parents, or my parents at least, I won't say everybody's parents, but my mother was a nurse and she would make us eat our vegetables, right? It was like, no, you can't get up until you eat your vegetables. And so I feel like this is a little bit of the universe saying, if you're feeling stuck, part of it is asking yourself, what's not in balance in your life? What have you been kind of shoving under the rug? This is the universe saying you're not going anywhere. You're not having the success, the love, the brand new opening until you get your vegetables eaten, until you get your homework done, until you are balanced out. And it's about, with this Lionsgate portal, having the courage to see what is out of balance and taking action to get it into balance. Gemini, when you focus on that, you can probably have it done in a week's time, right? I mean, I'm the same way. I get it, and it's just kind of like that energy where we allow ourselves to get distracted with other things that are more fun than saying, wait a minute, this is important. I need to have a strong foundation in my personal life. If you own your own business, a strong foundation in your business life, right? Perhaps this has to do with your neighborhood, your house, your car. Is everything in balance, right? Is everything up to date? That's what they keep saying, up to date. You have everything up to date? Do you have that strong foundation? Because here's the thing, Gemini, is that you have this great and beautiful new opening and you're poised for it, right? You're poised for it. Once you allow yourself to clear out the clutter, to make space for the new, right? To have everything updated where you can say, yes, I got a strong foundation. Everything's good to go, right? It's kind of like, when they're sending up a rocket ship, and, in the mission control, they go through all of the different stations or systems, right? And, is it go or no go? And it's asking yourself, okay, are you really ready? Because this is big, Gemini. This is a big energy. This is the huge success that you've been waiting for. This is the romantic relationship you have really been wanting, right? But it's a little bit of understanding. You're at mission control. And the universe is saying go or no go to every single sector of your life. Your health, your financial papers, right? Your business protocols, whatever it is. It's kind of like go or no go. And if there's a no go, it's time to take action. It's time to get that situated, because when this opens up, this is kind of like literally you're going into space. You want to make sure everything is working in your favor, right? You don't want to say, oh, wait a minute. You don't want to get up into the atmosphere and then somebody say, oh, wait a minute. We have a no-go. We have a no-go here. That's right. No, it's kind of like, yes. And so I feel with this Lionsgate portal, I feel like for some of you, I know I've been in that energy. It's kind of like, I gotta get my life straightened out, right? I got debt to pay off or whatever it is that you're working on, right? It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to focus on this, because when you get everything, all of your systems to be able to say it's time to go, it's going, and it's going big. So get ready. Wow, powerful energy, Gemini. Okay, so what is a courageous step you could take today? What's that baby step that you could take today in order to get everything in your life to be able to say go? So put in the comments, put it down there. What baby step are you going to take today? Are you going to call your doctor in order to set up an appointment you've been putting off, right? Are you going to call your financial advisor in order to set up an appointment to talk about your retirement or how to reduce your debt or how to refinance your house, whatever it is, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to take those steps to get yourself strong, having a strong foundation, because when this takes off, you're going to need that strong foundation in order to enjoy the success that is coming your way. All right, Gemini. Whoa, I'm all geared up. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of your support, and I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now. Well, hello there, Cancer. Let's see what we have for you with this Lionsgate portal. Oh, beautiful energy. Okay, so we have this energy of really expanding self-discovery, okay? And the self-discovery says dive deep. Yeah, this is the energy of really going deep, of learning something new about yourself. And then you also have, let's see, Two of Pentacles, fork in the road. Yeah. Okay, this is a beautiful energy, and I'm not going to say it's going to be extremely easy, but with this Lionsgate portal, I think that you're getting some clarity about yourself that is helping you to realize that a major part of your life is not in alignment with what you really and truly want for yourself. And both of these, the Two of Pentacles, the fork in the road, this is knowing that you're at a crossroads, that you have to make a decision. It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm learning more about myself, or I want to go on a journey to learn more about yourself, right? You may be wanting to go back to school, or you may be wanting to travel the world, or quit your job, right? And kind of like, go in a completely different direction. This is not just a small change. This is the energy of something huge, of impacting your life and perhaps the life of many people in your life, right? So it's kind of like, your close family, even extended family, perhaps business partners or people, if you own your own business and you're thinking about selling it, that might mean your employees then have to find a new job. This is the energy of understanding that you really want something much more expansive for yourself than what you have now. But in order to go in that direction, it does mean that you have to make this decision, right, of, is this the way that you really want to go? Knowing that, I feel like for some of you, you know that once you make this decision and you go onto this new path, there's no turning back, right? You're allowing yourself to say no to something that is, it's almost like a door will close that isn't able to open again. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. I feel like this has something to do perhaps with somebody from the past. Okay, there's a little bit of energy of understanding that either you may have been part of some type of deception, okay? And I'm not saying that you knew you were being deceptive at the time, okay? There's almost an energy of 3 people here. So I feel like, you know, it would be like, say it was you and you had 2 siblings, right? And one of your siblings kind of like told you a secret or gave you some information about the other sibling, right? And and you may have closed a door to that person, or somebody else may have said something that was not true about you, okay? And then somebody walked out of your life. So that's why I'm saying I don't think that you tried to deceive anybody, but you may have passed along some deceptive information to other people, right? Not knowing that it wasn't true. There's an energy of you may have been involved in something that you didn't actually realize you were involved in, right? And yet at the same time, you're getting clarity that your part in it, if you played a part in it, that you passed along some type of betrayal or were part of a betrayal that you didn't really mean to be part of. And then the other part here, if you're not resonating with that, is that somebody else, okay, convinced other people to betray you, even though, okay, there's secrets, there's lies. Let's just put it that way, okay? So there's secrets and lies here, but I think you're getting clarity. You're learning something new about yourself, and you're learning something new about other people that you may have trusted and therefore made a decision at some point to leave a relationship or leave a job, leave a career, whatever. You may have made a decision, or a decision was made by somebody else in order to go in a different direction that truly affected you. And yet at the same time, it was all based on lies. This is a hard thing. This is kind of like almost a hard truth, because I feel like whoever you kind of put your energy into or your trust into, you're now realizing that they just led you down a really difficult road, right? Or they were part of something that left you out, right? So if it was family members, this person, you know, probably a very toxic type of energy, right? Convince the other family members to leave you out, to abandon you, to reject you, right? Or it could have been coworkers or something like that. And it was all based on lies. There's something here about understanding that part of this is you allowing yourself to not judge other people for their actions. Okay, in another situation. Wow, this is kind of convoluted. Yeah, because I think that's why I'm getting this energy where I feel like you were rejected perhaps out of some situation over here. And yet at the same time, what you didn't know, you were part of another situation, okay, that was rejecting somebody else. So you've been part of 2 situations. One where you were rejected and one where you were part of the group that may have been rejecting another person, right? And once again, I'm not saying, the whole thing is all based on some secrets or lies. And I don't feel, Cancer, I really and truly don't feel like you were the basis for those. You were just involved in situations where somebody was giving you misinformation or giving other people misinformation. And I feel like this has something to do with family or friends. It could be even like a work situation, right? Maybe even with clients where perhaps you're realizing, you're making a decision, you're realizing that there are different perceptions of situations, right? And you're seeing this on a very deep level, right? This self-discovery. You're understanding how manipulative some people can be. And you may have intuitively known that there were secrets and lies going on, but you didn't allow yourself to really and truly look at it. It was maybe a sense of self-perseverance, right? Preserving your own safety and security, having, keeping your job, keeping family members, whatever it is. But now you're understanding, I feel like there is this sense that you have to go right some wrongs. You have to speak the truth. You're seeing clearly with this Lion's Gate what has been misleading. Okay, the secrets, you're understanding the impact that has made on the lives of several people. Okay, because you have been the receiver of this difficult energy and also been part of it, right? And now that you've received, you've been kind of on the receiving end, perhaps rejected or abandoned. You're understanding, I have to go make this other situation right. You may not be able to make this situation over here right. You may be judging, right, somebody over here because of the lies that they told about you. But also understanding, wait a minute, I was part of this situation over here that was spreading lies or gossip or secrets about somebody else, and speaking up, letting people, maybe just making amends. Yeah. It's a little bit of karma, right? Of understanding you're in a decision here of righting some wrongs, because you understand that until you right these wrongs, you can't go in a new direction. Yeah, if you've been feeling stuck for some time and you're starting to see how I feel like you've been manipulated in both situations, right? Because you didn't allow yourself to really listen to your intuition or take action based on your intuition. And this is helping you to see that clearly and wanting to make amends in some way so that you can get a clear new path. It's like, I don't want to repeat this. For some of you, you may even become like a spiritual teacher, right? Because you've been in both positions. That's the hard part. You really have like a lot of clarity about this, I always say that you can't really judge other people for what they do until you walk in their shoes, right? You really and truly can't. We don't understand their fears. We don't understand their conditioned beliefs. We don't understand their perception of situations. And now I think you've been in both situations, right? You have that balanced perspective, and now you can make amends if needed in some situations. But the other thing is to be able, you're rising to being very wise about this and being able to help other people, whether you're a coach or you're some type of spiritual teacher or something. You're understanding, because you've been in these difficult situations, you can help other people to kind of like learn how to either navigate situations like this or to see the red flags in situations that like similar to what that have occurred for you. Yeah, powerful energy, kind of like really and truly a true awakening for you that helps you to see your path and how you can take something that was painful in your past and make it part of your purpose. All right, Cancer. Wow, I'm sending you so much love and hugs. Thank you so much for all the healing energy that you're doing in this situation, because that helps the healing energy of the whole collective. And I know that this hasn't been an easy path for you, but with this Lionsgate portal, you're being able to close this out because you're like connecting the dots about these two different situations and how they have impacted you, how they have impacted other people, and you're allowing yourself to use your voice to speak up about it, right? To right some wrongs. There's this energy of righting some wrongs, even the wrongs that you have done, playing the part that you have played. Even once again, even if you didn't know that you were part of it, it's allowing yourself to say, yes, I have to go right some wrongs, especially if it has something to do with people from the past, and maybe family members. There's a lot of family member energy there. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.